Hello everyone, we are back. With Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. What in the world happened in that last trial? I don't even understand. I thought that it was a big joke. I thought for sure it was a trap. I'm like, there's no way we're gonna be like, haha, he's masked a mask, it's over. It was a trap in a way. Because I was led into a false sense of security, and now Ron Delite is in jail for murder. Fantastic. How could this get any worse? I probably shouldn't even ask that. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delite got arrested again. Yeah, I know, this dude can't catch a break. Well, supposedly Mr. Delite was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. Oops. And who proved that? That's right. It was me. No way, Jose, I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delite was there, it was Mr. Nick himself. At least from what I can understand. Yeah, that was me. But I didn't mean to. I thought I was gonna get him off the hook. Well, it did in a way, and then it put him on a bigger hook. Well, what are you gonna do? Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Yeah, figures. Well, how about we get started looking into the KB security murder?
I think I'm gonna head back to Crane Village for a little while, if that's alright.
Why, what's the matter? Sure, but why?
I'm going to bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it.
Yeah, is no one gonna bring up that definitely looks like a different urn altogether? Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with...
No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here.
Oh, no.
I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness.
Maybe Pearl's is so caught up in her fantasy she forgot there's a murder to solve. You know, the most romantic of situations.
Now remember, no fighting, okay?
Excuse me, Maya and I do not fight. We're like good friends. We jab at each other from time to time. Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation. Let's do it. Where do we start? Probably talking to her, I'm gonna assume. Is what to do. Oh my god, this music, you guys! This is some slick music here. So what do we do now?
Isn't it obvious we should get out there and investigate the murder?
Well, first, we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. Yeah, that would help.
Hey, why don't we ask Miss Delite? She should know.
Good idea. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. What? For what? Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you? I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy. Didn't even know you had a bike, to be honest. Poor Phoenix. Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delite.
Okay, well let's make sure to go to the detention center too.
Alright, well that's two things we have to do then. What else? You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, huh? You bet. But there's something a little different about it. You don't say. What could that be, I wonder?
Don't question mark at me, it's pretty obvious, isn't it?
I mean, take a look at this picture. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Ami, like it always used to. Oh yeah, you're right.
Plus the vase has pink splotches on it now.
I'm sure they weren't there before. I don't think that they were. Clearly something has happened to it. It's been on a journey. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Ami's name into I am. Oh my, this scene is so pathetic. I feel so bad for Pearl every time I see this scene. She looks so sad. Oh no, she tried. I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Well, I mean, come on, Phoenix. You saw the pink paint earlier. You can't put two and two together. You're supposed to be a good lawyer, dude.
Is it possible that urn is a fake?
Honestly, I was thinking that myself. I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to the village.
Yeah, I suppose.
Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Crane Village in a long time. How come, I wonder? So, I guess people still go to Crane Village to do their training, right?
Yeah, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training.
So, why haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that.
Channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is.
If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen.
You mean like what happened to you? Is what happened last year still bothering you? Well, I mean, to be fair, it was a pretty big deal, wasn't it? Like, it would bother a normal person. I would be bothered. That murderer in her village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Crane technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. Boom. Yep, we were there for that. This is in case you weren't there for that. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You do know that, don't you? Good boy, Phoenix. Help her feel better.
I suppose not, but... well, I guess I'm still a bit shaken up. That's all.
Sounds like being the master of Crane is going to be a heavy responsibility.
Yeah, really. Alright. Before we go... Charlie! You alright, brother?
Charlie, quite decorative plant. When she was alive, Mia really... oh, it's the same as before. Damn it. I was hoping I'd get to water it or something. Fine. Alright, do we need anything else? What do we have? Do we have anything to present? Maya, how would you like to talk about... I don't know. What do you think about me? Just wasting time. I shouldn't do this.
You're not very photogenic, are you? Wow, excuse me? Rude!
Maybe I shouldn't show this picture to too many people. Oh, well, in that case, I'm going to show it to everybody. And yet, I've walked around my whole life showing this face of mine to the world. I think Phoenix is cute. What are you talking about? I wonder if I've just been making a fool of myself with this silly face.
I was only joking, Nick. Don't make such a sad face. You're making me feel guilty.
Well, how is that the first thing you're going to come out with? That's the worst. What do you think of this guy? Shrouded in mystery. Yeah, no shit.
Say, Nick, what do you think that thing attached to his face is anyway?
I don't know, it's like that ruby quartz visor that Cyclops wears, no? Don't ask me.
Why not? You know him, don't you?
I've never met that guy before in my life, and believe me, he's not exactly forgettable. Well, you got that right.
Yeah, but at the trial today, he said...
So we finally meet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Well, come on, that could be anything. He could have just read my name on a paper that he had before he went into trial. And he's calling me Trite because he's an asshole. I've returned from the depths of hell. Also, I've never been to hell, so I probably didn't meet him there either. To do battle with you. No, he just heard of my exploits, and now he wants to get a piece of it, right? That's exactly it. You're right about one thing. He sure acts like he knows me.
Hey, Nick, I was just thinking, maybe you should try to stop making people you've never met before into your enemies.
Well, I didn't do anything. Trust me, I'd like to stop doing that too. My poor body can only take so much. I know. Poor Phoenix has been, what, whipped to death? He had hot coffee thrown on his face just a while ago. Who is that guy anyway, and what's his story? I would like to know too. I'm assuming we're going to find that out in time. I wonder if I'll ever find out. What else would we like to ask Mia about? I don't really know, to be honest. What about Ron? How do you feel about him?
So Detective Atme was mask to mask after all, huh?
I guess so. After all, he did admit it.
Yeah, but Mr. Delite still hasn't changed his tune. He's still claiming that he's the real mask to mask.
See, now what I'm thinking is that the delusion was that if he claimed to be mask to mask, he would get out of the possible murder problem, which maybe he thought. I don't even know if he is the murderer, to be honest, but maybe he had an inkling that he'd be in trouble there.
You don't think he's just saying that to avoid the murder charge, do you?
Thank you, Maya. I just said that. I'm not sure. I don't know either. Alright, well, let's go. Where should we go? There's a couple things we have to do. So we can either go to the detention center or go talk to Desiree. Let's go ahead and go talk to Desiree. Hello? We're barging in again.
Oh, Nicky boy, Maya.
Miss Delite?
All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie.
Oh no, she's probably angry with us, is she? Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case.
Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please. Please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly.
Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out.
Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore.
I had no idea Miss Delite had such a vulnerable side. I guess when it comes to her husband, then.
Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick.
Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him snapping and screaming, "Please die!"
He would never say that. Anyway, Miss Delite, he might not be a killer. But he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you that's just a fantasy for him.
Miss Delite, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world.
What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thief type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. Thief, ha! The very idea.
I guess I just don't get it.
Huh? Get what?
I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Well, sometimes it works out that way, though.
Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway.
I'm sure for him, too.
What, for you?
Oh, should we ask about that right away? I hate breaking up a good story.
So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delite?
Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life.
Saved your life? I was at work one day when 2 robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back.
Of course. Robbers?
Yeah, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives and I broke down into tears.
Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation.
Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delite come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his.
Oh wow, look at this. Oh my god, look at his Leia buns from behind. Jesus Christ.
He went right up to those 2 knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces.
It looks like he's scaring all 3 of them. This is a weird picture.
Please stop it, he screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale.
That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people.
Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the 2 robbers.
Did he really?
All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself.
That's quite a story.
He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did.
Oh, Phoenix, you crying? Oh, bless, darling. You'll find your love when Edgeworth comes back. Don't worry.
That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. What the fuck? Are you serious, girl? Do you know what kind of shit I went through when you were kidnapped? I almost lost my mind.
Trying to get you back. This woman. With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Yeah, no shit. Alright, fine. So let's ask her about the rest of this, shall we? Detective Atme.
I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives?
No, I'm fine with ace detectives.
Oh, well, so then you must mean thieves.
No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives.
There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atme's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more nervous. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously the real Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah. And Detective Atme knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People of the Town segment on TV.
So then you went there to ask him some questions?
That's right. I'd do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said, the ace detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout.
I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout.
That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else.
I guess that's true.
Miss Delite, do you know about KB Security?
Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? Right, didn't they say he got fired or something? Oh, that's right, according to what we heard today. Come on, don't tell me you didn't know it. Ron Delite was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Yeah, but not anymore, I guess. But he quit. He quit, I see.
It looks like Miss Delite doesn't know.
Well, we better not tell her.
KB Security's only about 20 minutes away by motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Oh, or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass, thanks. Aw, Phoenix, this could have been your one chance to ride a bike with a beautiful lady. Why don't you just go tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? Haha, what a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Miss Delite told us the location of KB Security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. Are we going there or should I go to the, should I go to the detention center? No, I want to see this new place, I think, so I'm gonna go there first. I mean, they're pretty much alluding that you can pretty much go wherever you want. Alright, CEO's office. We've not been here before. Let's go see what's going on. Oh my god, look at this place. Well, surely it doesn't look like this when you walk. No, this is the CEO's office. We already made it up here. I thought we would maybe see the lobby. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. There's like not even a window in here. Are we like in a basement? What does that got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys. Gumshoe, how's your face, darling? Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Oh, Maya. Or something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits. Wow. Well, anyway. The point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Gumshoe's so sweet. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. What do you mean? You've known him for how many games now? Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. What's wrong, Phoenix? You jealous? It's alright. Well, I'm gonna examine the room, but first, let's see what Gumshoe has to say. Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to. Hey, come on. What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help. Okay, I tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal? Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. Oh my god. Whoa, look at that dude. Jeez. My god, who does he remind me of? Oh, I can't think of the name, but... Oh, never mind, I just thought of it. Andre the Giant. Never mind, you guys probably don't even know who that is. The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 o'clock this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. It happened at exactly the same time that Master was stealing the urn, huh? Oh, we got an autopsy report. Okay, good. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside the safe. Oh, really? How did they get in there, I wonder? Safe? Well, it is pretty big. It is giant, look at it. Nobody had heard from him when they opened the safe this morning. Out he came. Oh, so the body fell out? That white string must be the shape from where he fell. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard. Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. Oh, nah, that'll never happen. Let's take a look at this autopsy real quick, shall we? Let's see what it says. Oh, we're starting to amass some stuff here. Time of death, 10:12 at 1 a.m. Cause cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head. Okay. Detective Atme, tell me about him a little bit. So, what happened to Master Mask? He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Oh, really? Still playing Guitar Hero, huh? Investigate me again, he keeps yelling. Oh, no, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that Detective Atme. Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved, haha. Now that's the detective I know and love. Think about it. Atme was always around when a calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place, and no one ever thought that was suspicious until now? Jesus Christ, look at Pinocchio in this shot, jeez. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I ever heard. That's how we knew that he was the thief. Yeah, after what I did. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tear of Amenon case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Here, I saved a newspaper clipping. Oh no, this is gonna be important, isn't it? Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Alright, what does this say? The gem and the thief stolen. Precious gem, the Tear of Amenon, was a target of last night's robbery.
Hey, this guard here, haven't I seen him somewhere before?
It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it... Who is it supposed to be? I can't really tell from the picture, to be honest. It's not Ron, is it? Oh no, or is it Larry? What other security guards do we know? Oh, Christ. Alright, well, tell me about Gatto. He's an interesting one.
Ooh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delite.
Yeah, I think he did that just because he knew it would hurt. That's what my gut tells me anyway. So who is that Java-addicted mass maniac anyway? Prosecutor Gatto? He's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere. That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records anyway. But no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that gave me goosebumps.
That's the thing I was wondering about too. Like, they made it a point to let you know that it was his first case, but he did insanely well for it being, like, his first case. What did he, like, work in a lawyer's office before or something? Goosebumps, you?
Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way.
I wonder if he's known. Like, as being, like, a butt or something, I don't know. Poor Detective Gumshoe, I had no idea you were so unpopular.
Ah, no, that's not what I meant. That Gatto guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Oh, brother, I can't wait to find out what that is. Alright, fine, so what did we get now? Oh, I think I know what I have to do already. Is this one of those things where we have to present stuff to talk about stuff? What should we present? Nothing here because you just gave it to me. Oh, maybe maybe a profile or something. Oh yeah, here we go. Can you tell me more about this guy?
Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard.
That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebird, pal.
Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me.
Well, you were the victim until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now. So everything's like normal is what you're saying.
Okay, Nick, now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask.
What does that mean? Does he have another talk tree now? Let's take a look. Ah, yes. Tell me about this. Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard?
He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway?
Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work. So he'd be a high-profile target, is what you're saying. Oh, and I don't know how to put it, but the guy was kind of a money grubber. Okay, so he was also rich. Another reason people would go after him.
Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough.
Please stop leaning in towards me like that. Yeah, it's not like Phoenix has money, Maya. What the hell are you talking about? Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions.
Oh, so that's my problem. I think I need to be shiftier.
Let me go already. Apparently he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. Oh, boy.
Well, yeah, that would put somebody on the mark, wouldn't it?
Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded.
Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Mask to Mask.
What? Really?
Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Interesting. Okay. Well, let's do this while we're here. Excuse me, Gumshoe, if you could just get out of the way real quick. Let's look at all the... Whoa, what the hell is this? Let's look at all this stuff. Check out this big, thick binder here. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick.
Reading a file isn't exactly back-breaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. Ah,
What did you find out, Nick?
this file. It's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about mask to mask. It's filled with info on him. What?
What? What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes.
Hey, Nick, look at the last page.
It's a list. Let's see, Tier of Eminon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Master Mask stole.
So then 100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. Yeah, it sure does for like a precious jewel. Yeah, it certainly does. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this. Good job. Alright, I take we just got the list part. Alright. What else? God, the safe is huge. Look at it.
Ew, think about it. A dead guy was laying in here all night.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right?
Yeah, and so?
Well, if Mr. Bullett's body was hidden in there, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Ho 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 ho. I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open the safe, pal. Yeah, and? Everyone that knows how to open this safe had airtight alibis, I checked. Everyone except one, that is. I'm almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Rhonda, of course. Why did I even think it was anybody else? That's real bad.
What? Ron Delite? He was a security chief?
Ron, so he knew how to open the safe, huh? Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal. It's fine, my parade is constantly rained on. What are you gonna do?
This rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it was opened?
I don't think so.
So you mean...
Yeah, I think the string shows where and how the corpse was lying. Is that what they use now, a string? I always thought it was chalk.
You mean... the victim? He was killed by being crushed by the safe door?
She can't be serious, can she? I don't think she understands what you meant. Alright, what else? Let's take a look. It's a big old desk here. This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought.
Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out just for a second. Maya? Ooh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you! Whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it! Ah, this is the life! This is like a basement safe or something. Like there's no windows in here.
The victim sat in that chair before he was brutally killed, you know.
Oh no!
Maya, Jesus. What's this here, this button back here?
Oh, there's a button here. Let's see.
Don't do- oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, cut it out, don't press that.
Haha! That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that.
What? I can't hear you. Oh, I hate alarms, oh god. What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right there on the panel.
Oops, you're right. It's written right there.
Oh my god, Maya's the kind of person that just goes out a fire exit in the mall, isn't she?
Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? Well, you're the one that pressed it.
This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here. Well, then how come he didn't press it on the night of the murder? Or did he? How do we know that, though?
Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Which means a guard probably came up, and then something bad must have happened. Oh dear. Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Oh. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way. Just so you know. Alright, so I guess that didn't happen. Alright, never mind. I think we better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. That sounds like a real good idea. Ugh. What a mess. Is there anything else we can look at? What about this painting? Is it false? Is there something behind it?
Wow, look at that huge framed photo.
Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky.
There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise?
Either this guy didn't get out enough or he had really rotten luck with the weather.
Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days.
Well, we can't think about that now. Did I look at everything? I'm pretty sure I did. Doesn't look like there's too much else here. Like, what's all this right here? These look like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrids.
Ugh, I can't get in between these two shelves.
Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel.
So, I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files.
Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle.
It'd be a good night's reading, if you got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something.
Well, this isn't the government. Alright, fine. Well, in the next one, we'll go down to the security room, I guess. I'm assuming we can move there right now. Let's take a look. Can we go there from here? We can. So we will do that in the next one, and we'll see what they say. Well, we better get moving, because a lot of crap is probably about to happen, and I better take all of it into my brain. I gotta get to the bottom of this. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.